that Baba Sahib's funeral would be conducted in Mumbai. So I am here to tell you the sequence of events which happened soon after his death. So as the news spread that the funeral will take place in Mumbai, there were peoples who were start moving towards Mumbai. There were all the trains which were packed because people want to get to Mumbai as soon as possible. So it was on December 7th, 1956, as people knew that the funeral will happen there. Batches of people started flooding. There was no space to even stand on the train. It was a sad occasion. You can see people mourning across the streets. But many people were saying that today we became orphan. Our father died. There were women who were banging their heads, their faces. The grief was so much that many people actually fainted or they became unconscious. In Bombay, as the time passed, there were oceans of people which were visible everywhere on the street, alleys, and the building. The road, especially from Dadar to Matunga, was totally blocked. And when the body of Baba Sahib arrived at his house, Rajgruha, there were several 100,000 people waiting with folded hands for his body to arrive. Many of the parents were carrying their children on the shoulder so that the kids can also see and pay their last homage. Seeing the huge crowd outside the house, the leadership decided that we should conduct the funeral at Shivaji Park. But the then government, which was Congress, and the BMC commissioner totally rejected and did not give them the permission. So Baba Sahib's immediate associate, C.K. Gole, came forward and he dedicated his own personal land, which was close to Dadar Chowpatty, for these final rites. And that's where the final journey started from Rajgruha to Dadar Chowpatty. There were people, so they created a special vehicle where Baba Sahib's body was kept, and this procession started at 1:30 p.m. and it reached Dadar Chowpatty at 5:24 p.m. There were a lot of people who were silent at that time, but as the vehicle passed, everyone started shouting, Baba Sahib ki jai, Baba Sahib amar rahe, those kind of slogans. As you know, Dadar Chowpatty is next to Arabian Sea. Even it felt like the sea was calm. It was silence everywhere. They kept Baba Sahib's body high and tall enough on sandalwood so that people who are across standing there on the Chowpatty, they can easily see Baba Sahib and they can pay their last homage. As the last rites or the last rituals were about to start, Dada Sahib Gaikwad came on the mic and said, Baba Sahib was supposed to hold our hand on 16 December and convert us into Buddhism. But now reverse has happened. Baba Sahib is here and we are totally in opposite scenario, that we are here and then he's resting in peace. So his body is here on the Chitta, which is the pyre, but we will not let his last wish go unfulfilled. So he raised a slogan, whoever wants to convert Buddhism right now, raise your hand. There was a pin drop silence, but immediately as you look, there was an ocean of raised hand, and at that time almost nearly 1 million people raised their hands and they wanted to convert into Buddhism. At that time, Bhante Ananda Kausalya gave Dhamma initiation to about 1 million people at that very moment, and that's where a new revolution was born in that situation of that sadness. The actual funeral ceremony started or began at 7:35 p.m. and it started when his son Yashwant Ambedkar gave the or lit the chitta or the pyre, and then as the chitta was lit, Baba Sahib started gradually merging into the Panchatattva or the five elements. The scene was so painful that people standing there could feel the fire in the air itself. So it was very heavy and painful. The next day, which is December 8, 1956, the ashes of Baba Saheb were picked up or collected by Yashwant Ambedkar from Dadar crematorium. And even at that time, there were about 300,000, 3 lakh people standing outside at that crematorium. Especially those were the people who couldn't reach on time because of a number of reasons. And even at that time, Bhante Ananda Kausalya converted about 150,000 people by giving them Trisaran and Panchashil and 22 vows which Baba Saheb gave. Baba Saheb ashes were then collected in a pot which was then put into that special vehicle which was created in a saffron cloth. The scene, you might have seen Kaka's video which he has shared today on WhatsApp. That scene etched in everyone's mind. There were oceans and sea of people everywhere. It was that last symbol of Baba Saheb coming back to Rajgruha. It was a 5-mile long route. The truth is that it is my responsibility and it is also your responsibility. The path which Baba Saheb has given us to follow, the path of Dhamma, needs to be taken forward, and the flame which Baba Saheb has given us should be taken forward. इस दुनिया में कई बादशाह आए जिन्होंने इंसानों को गुलाम बनाया, बट एक ही बादशाह आया जिसने गुलामों को इंसान बनाया. जय भीम.